Hello, everybody. Welcome back for the second time today. This is Shubham over here on Daisies and Dragons. We have an exciting game and show ahead of you. But before we get into all of that, let me just quickly tell you that I'm wearing a mint green shirt, a beard, glasses, and a freshly shaved head. I'm joined today by Soumithri. Soumithri, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure, I'm Soumithri. People on Discord know me as Tree. I'm from South India. I've forgotten entirely what I said in this section the last time, so you may learn new information about me now. Um, I write games, sell clothes occasionally, do a bunch of different stuff, and I'm glad to be here to play this game. Kind of excited but nervous. I'm wearing an off-white shirt with leaves printed on it in a few different colors. I've got glasses, both a mustache and a beard, and reasonably short hair.
That was only cut 2 weeks ago.
Only 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
which
I
I
know this
remember because
because
I
I
hate
follow
getting my.
you all the time.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I was wondering, but like the truth is, I have a whole like entourage, right? Like
Right.
I have a huge fan
You're a
club,
posse.
so you
Yeah.
just kind of,
Yeah.
yeah, you just kind of get lost in the crowd.
Right. Right. No, that's
Yeah,
understandable. I'm just one of the
yeah,
many. Um,
yeah.
you could say that I'm just a tree in the woods.
I see what you did there. Very good.
Thank you for joining us. I'm very excited to be playing Blade Bride. Um, and I'm very curious to learn how this game works. Do you want to tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah. So Blade Bride is very inspired by games like The Ground itself. So the way that it works is that we will draw cards as we play the game. We will each play a character. So every time we draw a card, we will look at the prompt and we'll come up with something to do with the prompt. And we'll also talk about what could be good. So I think it's not necessarily the case that, if I get a prompt that says, what's super cool about you, only I get to say what's super cool about me. But like ideally it'll be like a little bit of a conversation, and we'll kind of go through the phases of like both the relationship and the game, and at the end of the game we'll find out whether it's going to be murder or it's going to be marriage, or both. You never know.
You
uh,
can be married to a person who is about to die or is dead, I
or
suppose.
about to murder you, or you're about to murder. All these things are possible. There is nothing as gay as dueling. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Uh, I will say that like I wrote up a very little setting for this game because I found in playtest that having no setting whatsoever was quite tricky.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have to
I'm
stick to
done.
that.
I'm done.
Okay, because the setting stuff is I won't lie, it's a bit wild, even for me.
Okay.
Um, so I'm just gonna read this out. Uh, Blade Bride takes place in an unspecified world of fantastical mystery. But here are some facts about the setting that your protagonists find themselves in. The people who study the world see no difference between things that occur because they will it and things that occur because they are willed by the world. Reality is a complicated maze, stretching out in all directions. In the heavens, there are an infinite number of stars, and in the oceans, there are an infinite number of hells. Nobody knows exactly why things are as they are. There are many theories that the beings who lived here before left, and civilization is but a shadow of their perfection. That thinking and feeling are but an unfortunate side effect of a probabilistic space-time continuum, or that the trees really needed servants who could move and bred people for that specific purpose. All we know is that the center, or one of the centers, one of the places that might be the centers of the world, is Imperi. This is the place that our heroines, you and I, met.
How do I say the name of the place?
Imperi, but
Imperi.
in many ways, and I think anyone who ever named anything will relate to this. Sometimes you name something you don't know.
All right.
You know,
Right.
it's a series of syllables. You go for it.
Got it.
Maybe the P is silent.
Yeah. Maybe it is Imeri. I like it.
Hmm.
Awesome. So, we are two. Would you say lovers, or we have just met?
No, so um, we what has happened is that one of us is playing the person who has sent to the other one a little letter,
Uh-huh.
and I have summoned you or you have summoned me. And I think
Okay.
that's what we should kind of decide now, is
Okay.
which one of us is going to be the person who's made this plan and which one of us is the person who's like following the plan.
I'm gonna say you're the one who's made the plan because you know how this game works.
Excellent.
Okay.
In that case, you will draw the first card.
Okay. Do I need to have
Um,
shuffled this deck because it's a brand new deck?
yes,
Okay.
absolutely do that.
Okay. I'm gonna
Um,
do that. No. Not very
so
good at
exciting.
shuffling.
Normally, yeah, no, I'm terrible at shuffling. My method of shuffling is to ask someone else to do it.
Good. I just when I read the game and it said you have to draw cards, I know that you could obviously just use Roll20, but I'm a sucker for analog items, analog, yeah,
100%.
and I
Yeah,
happen to have a deck of cards in my drawers just for this kind of thing. So
excellent. Yeah,
I
that's
was,
really good.
yeah,
I,
okay,
I was about to say, like, the thing that I use works fine, but like I just prefer drawing. So okay, great.
let's go.
So before you draw,
Mm-hmm.
don't tell me the name of your character,
Mm-hmm.
but tell me a little bit about her. Tell me a little bit about like what kind of family does she come from? What
Oh,
does she look like?
okay. My cat might say hello to us. There you go.
Yeah, indeed.
Cat is okay. We're gonna get a quick cat cam, and then the cat's gonna say goodbye because cat can't be here for the whole game. I thought she was sleeping, and we were gonna have an easy call. Cat, say bye. Bah! Ah, all right. How do I look? That's a tricky one. Hmm.
Just go with vibes.
Okay. I'm gonna go with. Okay. My favorite vibes are always really tall and really wide. So like kind of
Mm-hmm.
this looming figure, but with
Mm-hmm.
very soft edges. So even on the face and just around, so it always feels like the most huggable person.
Mm.
And there's a clear strength to or durability, resilience to how they move.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Absolutely.
yeah, but it always has this gentleness to it, as if like they might break something. I'd say that's
Yeah.
them. You don't
Nice.
know their name, right? Cool.
Yeah. And I do want to specify here. I kind of go with she, but in fact, even though it says Blade Bride, feel free pronounce gender. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Um, I think I was recently rewatching The Big Sleep, and I have a massive crush on Lauren Bacall. But
Mhm.
I think that in this case, my character is a little bit more like um, Humphrey Bogart, which is to say, she's kind of a little older, a little wizened by age and stress, impeccably cool at all times, almost effortlessly, but also I think very very determined to kind of do the right thing, even if and especially if what seems right to her is not actually what is right to any reasonable person or anyone around her.
Right. So okay, that does sound like a bit like Humphrey Bogart, um, doesn't it?
It's the kind of like the vibe of the PI who's like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna find the person who did this, but also I'm gonna do it my way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Awesome. Okay. What do we do next?
So draw your first card
Okay.
and just tell me the suit of the card.
Suit of the card. This is spades.
Okay, so turn over the first card. Where are you? And Spade says, in a dark, narrow passageway made of stone, smelling of bat guano. How does the darkness make you feel?
Hmm. Concerned. I'm not sure if this was the right turn I should have taken, and I'm a bit
Hmm.
concerned as to why I'm here. Not scared, concerned.
Sure, it's a reasonable
Yeah.
feeling. Uh, Turn over the second card
Is it me? Okay.
and tell
Okay.
me the suit. No, no, it's me. Like we will alternate from
Okay.
now on.
Cool. 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 Cool.
So what was the suit? Sorry.
Spade.
Spade.
Spades.
Excellent. Okay. The second question is, how did you leave your home? And Spade says, under the cover of night, while everyone you knew and loved was sleeping. Who are you saddest to leave behind? And man, I can't resist like making my character's life complicated immediately. I think that I am leaving behind um, my child. Maybe even no, I think I'm leaving behind my child. I think I
Ooh.
have
Yeah.
two children, but the older one's kind of grown up. Maybe they've gone to university, maybe they're doing a job. They're an
Right.
adult, they can take care of themselves. But the younger ones, maybe 12 or 13, and I have made the decision to leave, but definitely leaving that child behind is breaking my heart, even though I feel like this is what I have to do.
Complicated indeed.
Yeah, yeah. Turn over the third card and tell me the suit.
Spades again.
Oh, wow. Okay. What weapon do you carry? And Spade says, a pair of dueling blades. Who trained you to use them?
Dueling blades. Who trained me to use them? A good question. I was taught by a theater performer who learned
Ooh,
stage combat, uh, but was originally in the army. So they eventually became a theater performer, and they trained me. And it's so my style is very showy, but also fairly effective.
interesting. Would you say you're interested in drama? Is like the theater something that like you were always drawn to?
I am. It is an interest that I have that I'm very shy about.
Okay, that's great. A plus. Okay. And the last question
Hmm.
for me is turn over the fourth card. Who is on your trail? Oh, fuck.
Who's on your
Can I
trail?
swear on this stream, by the
Yeah,
way?
yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
go for
cool.
it.
Okay. So just turn over the last card and tell me the suit.
But isn't it you who draws? I just drew it,
Yeah,
right?
no, you're gonna have to draw for me. I don't have cards on.
Oh, right, right. Sorry, it's diamonds.
Diamonds. Okay.
Diamonds are
Uh
girls.
oh my god. Diamonds. Nobody is on my trail.
Oh
Is that
lord.
because you snuck away successfully, or is it because no one cares? I think in this case it's because I snuck away successfully. I think the reason that nobody's on my trail is that
Yeah.
like you say, I've planned this very carefully over a long period of time. I've planned everything just right.
Mhm.
Um, my partner's probably still at whatever job that they do,
Mm.
and my child's in bed, and this is perfect. So nobody is running after me,
Mm.
and that's a good thing? Question mark.
That is a good thing. Awesome.
Great. Okay. So now shuffle everything back to the deck,
Okay.
and we'll draw 3 cards.
Okay.
But let's just do this one by one. Let's not draw them all at once,
Okay.
because we'll. So the first kiss. As you travel towards your destination, your thoughts wander towards the one you are going to meet. So draw a card and just tell me the value. So now the suit doesn't matter anymore.
Hmm?
Only the value does. And are the jokers in the deck?
No, I removed the jokers.
Oh, okay. So the game does have
It's something for jokers.
joker
I can put them back in.
prompts. Yeah, just put them back in, because the joker prompts for each section are the most dangerous.
I see.
So if we get unlucky / lucky enough, we'll
Sounds
come across
amazing.
them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got an ace, so it's a 1.
Nice. Okay. The ace is, so you answer this question, which
Okay.
is, where did you first meet her? What made that meeting special?
Where did I meet the Humphrey Bogart?
Oh, I have to. Sorry, we have to give our characters names. But at this point, my character is just called Hump.
Hump. Okay. Um. Uh. I'm terrible with names. Chat, can you give me a name quickly, or I'll take one from you. I will literally steal your name. Oh God. 3,
Um,
2, Amna. Okay, no, oh, that's not. That's already taken.
no,
Um.
no, yeah.
Oh wow, no, I'm not doing Jamuna. Someone said Jamuna. Uh.
You could
Okay.
just pick something like easy and imagine that it's a nickname, right? So you could just be called Jar.
Okay, cool. We'll go with Jar. Jar.
Why are you called Jar? We might find out today.
We will find out. Okay, Jar and oh, the tale of two star-crossed lovers. I don't know if they're star-crossed, but it sounds like they.
We Yeah, I mean, I actually we're definitely star-crossed. It remains to be seen whether we're definitely lovers, well, definitely still lovers.
I see.
But we started like that.
Right.
So
Okay, so I need to tell
so
us how we met, right?
yes.
Okay. We uh we met very uh the reason we met is because so wait, are you an investigator? Because
At this point, let's say that I was an investigator.
huh?
Yeah, let's make this the. I just love complicating my characters' lives. I think that I was an investigator. I saved some damsel in distress. We
Mhm,
fell in love, got married,
mhm,
had kids. This
mhm,
all happened like 15 years ago.
mhm.
And now I'm actually kind of retired,
Okay,
which is why I'm a bit older and wiser than you'd
sure,
imagine.
but not wise enough to know that leaving your kids and wife for a
And
yeah,
for someone who is exciting and young, I mean,
yeah, amazing.
sometimes you got to, yeah.
Okay, so what happened is that you were bored after being retired for so long, and
Hmm.
um, a small theft in the theater caught your attention, and so you started
Nice.
investigating it, which led to you talking to one of its most ardent and recurring visitors, who is also the shyest. And so you and I landed up
Mm.
talking, and it slowly bloomed into this longer conversation that went on a bit too long.
Nice. Yeah. So I think maybe what made that meeting special is that, unlike with most other people, maybe like you were able to open up to me,
Mhm,
right? Like that
mhm,
shyness which is normally there, maybe something that I did,
mhm,
something that like just a vibe, could be
mhm.
chemistry, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, I
Yeah,
like it.
that's very cool. Yeah.
Like it.
Okay. So draw the next card, and if it's an ace, just ignore it and draw another one.
Okay, I don't think it'll be an ace, but let's.
Yeah. It's
Uh,
fairly unlikely.
okay, the number is 8.
8. Okay. Wow. Okay. When you have met her friends, they seem dashing and dynamic. Which of them makes you jealous? Ooh, okay. Hmm. Now I gotta tell you a little bit about your friends.
Mm,
Well, I feel like Jar is a person that naturally attracts like loads of very interesting people um, who find her like kind of a comforting like presence,
mm,
right? And I think that I have always felt insecure around your friends because all of them seem like, things are going on in their lives. And I'm just like some washed up, old, like,
yeah,
boring person. And initially we got to pretend we're not really going out. So, you know, like then it's even more obvious that like some of your friends are definitely flirting with you.
right.
Um, so I think that like the one that makes me feel jealous
Mm,
is maybe like yeah, someone like a young guy who's like around your age who seems to be doing something that like I definitely think is much cooler than like what I'm doing. So maybe he's a race car driver,
wow.
right? And I don't think he's like mean spirited. In
Mm,
fact, he probably just flirts with everyone around him, but I
mm,
just get a bit like
yeah,
just stay away. You know what I mean?
right,
Like,
right, right.
yeah,
100%. Yeah, and
yeah,
I imagine that what's it? Jar is actually fairly oblivious to this flirting because they can't
yeah,
imagine
yeah.
anyone in this case particularly flirting with them. They're like, "What? That's not
Mm.
happening." Um,
Yeah, exactly. And so I guess we have a couple of conversations where I'm like, he's definitely flirting with you. And you're like, no, he's not. And I'm like, I can tell he's definitely
yep,
flirting with you.
yep.
Right? Yeah. Excellent.
Awesome.
Love it.
Okay,
Okay.
you draw another one.
Yeah.
The 2.
Okay. Ooh. What was the first meal that you shared? Which taste of that meal do you most associate with her?
I
No,
answer
that's
this?
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, talking to me about food is terrible because I have like no palate. Like I have a palate. It's just it's after years as a bachelor, it's very bad. Uh,
Well, yeah.
uh okay. I'm gonna say that we bonded over. In this world, I imagine it was the equivalent of like a hole in the corner, hole in the wall. like burrito kind of thing, right? Like it was just and that equivalent. There was probably some weird meat stuffed in there that no one really knows about. Um,
Yeah,
but that's what we bonded over.
nice. Yeah, I like that. Do you think that it's a place that you took me to, like a place that I'd never been before, but like it's one of your like
I I would say it's actually more likely your regular haunt when you used to work bases.
mm, yes, yeah, absolutely. Um, I think I think maybe what happened was that like once I cracked the case, found whoever it was,
Mm.
wasn't even that exciting, right?
Yeah,
Someone like just flicked something and I'm like, oh, it's you.
yeah.
But then I'm so like I'm flush with victory. And then I go to this place with you and order like what I always used to order and then be nostalgic about how it used to be better in the old days.
I
Nice.
started listening to those stories and was totally just enamored. Sounds so
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
And I actually landed up liking the food, which was probably a surprise for you.
Nice. Yes, absolutely. So what taste of that meal do you most associate with me?
Oh, I know. I think it's the fact that because it's one of those hole in the wall burritos, the initial flavor is very spicy. It hits you with like this burn, right?
Yeah.
But it has this hot sauce they use in itself has this undercurrent of like pineapple and
Oh, nice.
so it kind of like just soothes it out later on. You're like,
Yeah.
I want more of that. Yeah.
Absolutely, yes. A plus. Uh, and I'm gonna have dinner after this, and it's not gonna be like it's not gonna be as good as this.
Yeah.
Such is life. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, oh, this is I forgot to do this, but I think
Hmm.
we have we should like just write down what cards we're drawing because it will matter at the end. So
Sure.
the
Okay.
first one was
Was
a
spades. I drew two
spade ace.
spades. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then the next one.
So in the first round or like the second time after the shuffle?
The second one, the first one is fine.
Okay. So then the first one
Like
was
what the last three ones we've done. Yeah.
yeah, it was ace club. Sorry, ace eight two.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
With the suit, I forgot that actually the suit was important
all right.
because,
Okay.
as you can see, I have written the game and then like
No,
just
no.
yeah,
There's a reason why you need rules lawyers and they're not the game designers.
yeah, indeed.
It's ace diamonds, eight
Nice.
clubs, and then two
Okay.
hearts.
Okay. 8 clubs and then 2 hearts. Okay. Cool. This will be
Relevant.
important at the end of it.
Awesome.
So like yeah, I'm just noting them down. Okay. So now together we will describe our rival, the person who has intimate knowledge of all of these things with or without us knowing.
Hmm.
Why does this person care? Are they jealous, angry, or merely cruel?
You know, I feel like jealous and angry are the conventional options. They talk about reasonable people, right? Who just
Yeah,
happen to get jealous, who happen to get. But I think sometimes people are just cruel, and I'm
yeah,
curious to deal with cruel people. So I'm gonna
yeah,
say cruel.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like, okay, I think it's maybe the person whom I caught,
Right.
right? Like this thief that like um I tracked them down, made them like admit that they'd done it and return the thing. That's all I did.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like even that, like humiliated them and they've been, kind of uh angry with both of us ever since because they in fact were standing outside this restaurant while we were eating. I was too busy to notice, but they
Yeah.
were right there and they knew all of this, right?
Right. Perfect.
Nice. Okay. I love this. Cool. Okay. So shuffle all the cards back into the deck
Okay.
and we'll do the second phase, which is called flight. After this, one way or another, you will never need the same. You will never be the same again. How have you changed in the past?
Okay. Hold on. I need to deal.
So
I need to deal. Draw a card, right?
yeah, and this one I'll answer because you just answered. Yeah,
Right. Give me a second. Shuffling. Okay. Drawing a card. Do you want the suit or the
both
um? Okay, it's six of spades.
6. Yes. So you're getting reds and I'm getting blacks, which is not good or great. We'll see.
Let's see.
Yeah. So a 6 is you have found a new hobby, something to do on rainy afternoons or holidays. What is it? And I think that actually my new hobby is race car driving.
Oh, of
I
course it
think that
is.
like in order to get over, well, initially in order to impress you, and then figuring out that the race car driver is actually just a really nice guy, you know, doesn't mean anything bad.
Mm,
And I'm like, despite myself, won over by how nice he is. Um, I have started to drive cars around, and I feel like for one reason or another, the world that we're in, the place that we're in,
mm.
race car driving is accessible. So I can like go to a course, hire a car out, go very fast around the track a couple of times, and I love it. It's great.
Amazing. I love that it I can imagine because you're like, screw this guy, I'm gonna learn race car driving. And then you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
A, this is kind of fun, and B, that guy, I kind of get it. Like once you start
yeah,
going 200 miles an hour, you get a confidence that's just
exactly,
exude. Okay. I like it.
exactly,
Awesome,
exactly.
awesome,
Yeah,
awesome.
absolutely.
Uh,
Um, yeah, draw another card.
it is four of diamonds.
Four of diamonds. A four. Oh, which talent that you've lost do you mourn the most? How do you intend to get it back?
Um, Lost is an interesting phrase. Losing talents is such an it's hard to lose a talent. Suppose you can grow out of it. Um,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I have lost the talent of hmm. There's so many options now that we know so much about
Yeah.
these people. Okay, I will go at a whim. I'm still good with the dueling canes, right? I can't alter that.
Yes.
Okay,
I mean, like you have them, you can add to it.
okay,
You can tell me that you've got other stuff also.
okay. I'd say I used to be a really good at wrestling, uh,
Oh,
and
okay.
I have stopped doing that because I think I was just dealing with a lot of criticism about like not criticism but mockery about like how I'm the big scary wrestler, and
Mm,
so I was like, okay, I'm gonna. It faded away without me even realizing that it was fading away.
right. Yeah. Just the kind of thing where like one day you look up and you think to yourself, oh man, I haven't done that in 3 months.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you're like, oh, like I didn't even notice it, but it's like subconsciously,
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, and how do you like when you realize that, like, how did you think to yourself, okay, I'm going to get back to it?
I likely try to first test myself to see how far away from I'd gotten. So
Mm-hmm.
I went and maybe tried to just lift like a log and see how much I could
Yeah.
lift it,
Yeah.
and try to like you probably saw me walking around trying to carry everything as if like that somehow was going to prove that I'm a wrestler still. Um,
Yeah.
and then after realizing that this isn't the real thing, I was like, okay, I'm going to go to the sparring grounds and see if I can um, test myself out. So yeah, that's a plan
Yeah.
that I have. I don't think I've done it yet.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. What do you think the heaviest thing? And by the way, I'm just getting images of there's the montage scene in The Incredibles
Mm-hmm.
when Mr. Incredible is like doing weights, but the weights are like trains.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's what
yeah.
I'm imagining. You're like
That's
walking
amazing.
around with like, yeah,
I love it. I love it.
incredible. Yeah. Okay. Draw a card.
All right. Next card is five of diamonds.
Five of diamonds. That's my first, right?
Yeah.
Um, five. What is your favorite party trick, and what does your love think of it? Hmm. I think my favorite party trick, the one that I do whenever someone asks me to show off,
Mm-hmm.
is that I can catch a bullet between my teeth.
Ooh, very fancy.
And what this does mean is that someone has to shoot me in the face.
Right. I'm
Um,
not a fan
and
of
I
this trick.
no, yeah, I can imagine you're not.
I
Yeah,
don't think any of your
and
partners
like
have ever been a fan of this
no,
trick.
no, none of them. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I bet you I haven't done it in a very long time
Yeah.
because the person I'm with is
Mm.
like, you gotta cut that shit out.
Yeah, you have
You're
kids.
gonna die
You
one day.
have
Yeah,
kids. Damn it.
exactly.
Love it.
And I think like maybe one of those days when I was like at a party with your friends and I
Uh,
was like, you know what? I'm cooler than all of you.
yeah.
I just like went up to one of them, put my gun in like his hands and
Yeah.
said, just shoot me in the face and
Yeah.
I can catch it. And
Yeah.
like you're aghast and I'm still here, so
Yep.
I'm fine.
Yep. Yep.
Great.
Uh,
Fantastic.
Love it. Okay.
This is terrible, by the way. Like, I mean, you should not learn to catch
Uh,
bullets in your
yeah,
teeth. So
especially because what's it? Mythbusters proved that you can't catch bullets in your teeth. So
oh
unless you
yeah,
are a
sure, yeah,
supernatural being, then maybe.
yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, I think in this case, both of us are clearly mildly supernatural, so it's
Unless
fine.
everyone in this world is like that, in which case we are very natural.
Yeah, also true. But in that case, apparently my party trick isn't that impressive on top of like risking my life. So
It's true. Um,
yeah.
maybe the thing that the people lack in this world is courage, not the ability to stop bullets.
Ah, fair. Yeah,
Okay.
I like that.
Should I
Okay.
draw a card?
No, so we've done so each section we do 3 cards. So this was the third one. So the last bit in this is you have nearly reached where you must go. You can see it with your own eyes. How is your rival making their way here? Can they see it too?
Okay.
So how is this thief person getting to where we're meeting? And like the next section is all about like that place. So like
How are they getting to where we are?
where we are also like they're coming to the same place that we are going to. So,
Right. Um, the obvious answer, it's very easy to follow me. Uh,
ah, fair.
yeah, you are the stealthy one who's able to lose a tail. I
Yeah,
leave imprints in the floor when I stomp too hard, and I stomp whenever I
sure.
get nervous. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
And I bet you anything, this thief has been following one or the other of us for the last like several months that
yeah,
we've been clandestinely meeting, right?
yeah.
So, you know,
Sounds awesome.
awful. Yeah, I hate this person already. Great. Okay, so the next section,
Card draw.
the lay of the land. Yeah. As you look towards your destination, you think of the message she sent you, telling you to meet her somewhere familiar, somewhere intimate.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Do you want the card number or
Yeah, I want the card number and the suit.
10 of diamonds?
Diamonds 10. So this is your question. To whom have you spoken of this place? Which of them has kept your trust?
Uh, I have spoken about it um to my race car driving friend
Ah, of course you have. Yeah, very good.
because yeah, in fact they were like, if you need to get there quickly, I can drive you there. Um,
Ah, very good.
yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
cool.
yeah, and they probably kept my trust. Um,
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, they seem like a cool dude.
yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm a fan. So, is he driving you? Or like, did he drive you and then like you ended up in this tunnel because like that's the last section of the
Yeah, basically the
journey?
car. They were like, "Oh, the car won't fit here. Damn it!" You're like, "Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine. Let's just
Yeah.
walk. I'll walk from here."
Yeah. Okay. Great. Um, give me the next card.
Yes. Next one is 5 of spades. Wow, I'm forgetting my spades.
Uh, so 5. You were once nearly caught trying to get here. Who caught you? What did you say to convince them that you weren't up to anything? And so this is for me, and I
Mhm,
think that like the most straightforward answer here is that my partner at
mhm,
some point looked at me and said, "Where the hell are you sneaking off to?"
mhm,
Right? And I was like, "I'm not sneaking."
mhm,
And my partner was like, "I know what you look like when you're sneaking, and
mhm,
that's exactly what you're doing right now." Right? And maybe I think I tell them a lie that's almost true because that those are the best lies, right? So I tell them, well, I'm going to meet a friend, but like their family is like uh really protective of them and they don't let them out anytime soon. So, I have to be careful when I meet them. When in reality, it's my family that's the problem, right? But like the nervousness and the hesitance kind of I think sells it. And also when you're with someone for long enough that like you have kids with them, and I imagine this is a very rock solid relationship before you turned up. I mean, this is a decision I made to be
yeah.
clear. They're not gonna be like, "How dare you?" They're
Mm,
gonna be like, "Oh, okay, fine, sure. I hope you and your friend have a good time." Right? So great.
amazing. Okay. Last card.
Yeah,
7 of diamonds.
nice. Wow, that's a lot of diamonds for you.
Mm.
7. What makes this place different from any other you have ever known? Where is this difference most evident?
Are we talking about the specific alley that I'm in?
Yeah, the place that like we're heading to.
Oh, heading 2. Okay. Um, Okay, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, it's what makes this place different from any other you have ever known? Where is this difference most evident?
Hmm. Interesting. I'm gonna say this is a place that is actually almost completely devoid of man-made structures or
Hmm.
human-made structures, essentially. So it is pure nature in a place that doesn't seem to have, in a world that doesn't seem to have a lot of nature, um, and that's partially what makes it so different. Um, what was the second part of the question?
What makes this? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, I was skipping ahead. Where is this difference most evident?
It is most evident in the fact, this is going to be so silly, but in the fact that there's also no sounds of electricity. And
Oh,
yeah, you can't,
right.
not only can you not see it, you can see the stars, but also you can't hear that buzz.
Ah, nice. Okay. Um, so give this place a name. Describe its entrances and exits. This may be useful in the future.
Describe. Okay, I will name it and you describe its
Hmm.
entrances and places.
Yeah.
Um, I will name it. Oh man, I'm so tempted to just say Never Neverland, but I will not do that. I will go with. I'm gonna look at. I'm gonna go with Ilgat. I
How
L
do you
L
spell that?
ILLGAT. Ilgat.
Ah, okay. And I think that this place has actually, I think like there's like a ton of tunnels that connect to this place,
Mhm,
right?
mhm,
Like we use whichever one is most convenient,
mhm,
but I think like probably there's like it's like in the middle of a labyrinth. There's a whole like number of things going on.
mhm,
Um, and I think that probably it's very useful to be able to like both come and go very quickly, right? And I guess we're using different tunnels to get here,
mhm. I
right?
imagine
And
this is a
you're
bit
being
of a
followed.
bit of a maze to get here, which is why I also
Yeah,
wasn't expecting to be lost. Like, why am I in this
yeah,
area, right? Kind of thing.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Um, so we have 13 minutes. I'm just flagging this because we have one section left. We should be able to hit the
Cool.
deadline, but I'm just saying it's
That's
like
fine.
three. It's yeah.
Don't worry about
Okay. The last section is enemy. Your rival has always been here, always on the outside, watching you, always waiting for their chance. To do what? Draw a card.
it. Jack. Diamonds.
Oh, it's a face card. Jack, who does your rival most want to impress? Why do you matter to that cause? Hmm.
Interesting.
I think that the person that my rival most wants to impress is the director at this theater. I think that probably the thing that the thief stole was like something that the lead actor or actress like needed for the play, and they wanted to like stop them from going on stage so they could do it instead.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
um and I think the reason I matter uh to that like kind of endeavor is that I'm the one who stopped that from happening
Definitely.
fundamentally.
Yeah.
And I think clearly what's happened is that I've also stolen this person's like
Dream.
moment in the sun,
Yeah.
or that's what they imagine anyway. Like I don't think they're that good an actor,
Yeah.
but who's gonna tell them that? Not
Yeah.
me. You know.
Amazing.
Great.
Next one.
Draw a card. Yeah.
Ace of clubs.
Ace. Uh, your rival has seen you two together, speaking softly to one another. What did they overhear?
When did they overhear us? Right now or
In the past.
hmm. I want to be mischievous and say that they overheard probably something very goofy um like, oh, I like you know purple on you, it looks great. Uh,
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
yeah, and like, oh, I don't know, I don't think I can carry off red hair. It feels too aggressive, and I'm very shy
Yeah,
about it. It's just something very
yeah.
silly.
Yeah, but I think it tells you something, which is that apparently this person follows us even when we're being silly. Like,
Mm,
it's not like just the important moments, right? It's
mm,
like, yeah, we're
100%.
just hanging out, having coffee, talking about how I definitely think you should dye your hair red.
Hmm.
And then somewhere in the background,
Just like
like that. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
amazing.
Um, Extremely creepy.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, that's clearly the vibe that this person is going for.
definitely.
So great. Yeah.
All right, one more card.
And yeah, this is the last card.
All right, it's a nine of spades.
Nine of spades. I'm write this down. Okay, we are headed for heartbreak, and I'll tell you why in a sec.
Okay.
Um, which of your rivals' closest compatriots is known to you? What is your connection with them? Hmm. Okay, I think actually this makes sense. So I think one of our rivals' best friends is another private investigator.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the reason that our rival has been able to follow us without us noticing is that they're a very good private investigator. So
Mm.
like our rival has learned like how to shadow someone without
Mm.
tipping them off.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like why don't I notice, right? I mean, maybe I'm rusty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's like part of it, but it's also like they've learned from the best.
Right. Right.
And as a result, I don't even know that like I've gotten old and there's younger, fresher competition around the corner,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just waiting to like and this is like a way for them to prove to me, even without me knowing it, that they're better than like us.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Amazing.
Great. Uh, Now describe how your rival arrives in the midst of your reunion. What is their reaction to your meeting? So I guess we've arrived.
Yes.
We don't know yet what we're here to do,
Mm-hmm.
but we're about to find out.
Mm-hmm.
And now the thief is here.
Mm-hmm.
So
Do you wanna? I would say the thief is. Um, they thought they were going to be happy in this moment to have
mhm,
finally caught us on this
mhm,
escapade that they expected to be this big moment. But all they feel right now is a burning disappointment, which is turning into anger. Uh,
yeah,
so yeah, they kind of wanted to feel more, they're not, and so they're just angry now.
yeah, I think that makes sense because I think that this is actually much less it's much more anticlimactic maybe
Mm-hmm.
in one way than they expected because they expected us to like turn up and be like, oh, I love you forever or something
Yeah,
like that. And
yeah,
it's more this is like for us kind of every day,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Not like a yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Okay. So last section.
Mm-hmm.
Um Late bride. Now is the time to discover why you're here. You may
Okay.
already know this.
Okay.
If you do, you don't need to keep playing.
Mm-hmm.
You can just narrate what happens next. Remember whether you have anyone following, what weapon you hold, and how you left. If you don't know what happens next,
Mm-hmm.
keep reading. I feel like we don't know. The reason I put this in the game, by the way, is that sometimes stories just like
Mm-hmm.
there's something very obvious,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
But I think in this case, you
Yeah.
feel like there's something that like
No, I don't think there's a specific reason that we. I do think this was just another hangout that was us trying to find maybe some privacy
yeah,
in a way that we don't normally have. The fact that this place has no electricity also means that no one can connect to us, which is kind of
yeah,
adds to the escapism of it all.
yeah.
So I don't think we know what's gonna happen next.
Okay, great. In that case, um, tragedy time. So draw two cards, one for you and one for me,
Okay. First
and
one's for
tell me
you.
what they are. Yeah.
Okay, and the second one's for me. Oh
Sure.
wow.
Uh huh.
First one's Joker, that's you.
Awful.
And the second one is King of Diamonds.
Okay, so actually neither of them mattered
Okay.
because the way I wrote it was face cards and jokers don't have values.
Oh, okay.
Um, but so the way that this works is that we'll look at all the cards that we've drawn.
Mm-hmm.
We'll add up all the red numbers.
Mm-hmm.
We'll add up all the black numbers,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll see which is bigger.
Okay.
Okay. And the fact is that you drew one black card,
Mm-hmm.
and I drew two red cards.
Right.
So in fact, you are here as red, which means you think we're here to get married. And I'm
Ah,
here as black, which means I think we're here so that I can murder you.
and that honestly makes some
So
sense.
much sense.
Yes,
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it.
So yeah. So basically,
Do you,
yeah,
okay,
at the end of the day, yeah,
I,
go on.
I have an idea. Okay, so I think what yeah happens is I am in a moment of like experiencing joy
Mm-hmm.
at this whole moment because I'm like, oh, this is romantic, this is amazing, this is finally the moment where everything changes. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and and then you're trying to tell me that no, this is not it. Um, and that's when the thief arrives. Um, I am pissed at the thief for interrupting this and trying to make it about like they start monologuing, and I'm like, I don't have time for this. Can you
Yeah.
not? Um, and I think in that moment, they decide to end it by shooting. And they
Yeah.
try to shoot you. You catch the bullet in your mouth,
Oh,
obviously.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's absolutely it. Correct. Yeah.
Uh, and so that once you catch the bullet, and I realized that they were thinking of killing you, I very quickly make quick work of them.
Yeah.
With the practiced wrestling that I've been picking up, it's messy. I don't
Yeah.
land well, but as I finish, and you know, I stand up thinking that I'm going to be all come into my arms,
Yeah.
hump.
Yeah.
That's when I feel a stabbing motion right in my sternum as you bury your
Yeah.
weapon of
No, I
choice.
think
Yeah.
I think I picked up one of your dueling blades while
Yes.
you were distracted.
Perfect.
And I feel like, I just kind of slide it in and then I whisper,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, my love, but I couldn't leave an entire family behind.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I
Oh,
know
I love it.
the only way you would come and not suspect anything is if I asked you to get married to me. So here we are, right?
Amazing.
And then as I draw the blade out, I think to myself, I better stage this really well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I make sure that like our rival, like their hands like is on the sword.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I'm like, okay, great. If I leave now, it look like they murdered you and I was nowhere to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we just see me return to my like house, maybe a little sadder, knowing that like uh tomorrow morning when my child looks at me, they will be looking at someone who just murdered someone, you know, and they won't know that, but I'll know that like that's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have to live with that. But that's the choice that I made because I wanted to stay with them and I wanted nothing to ever like kind of change that.
Honestly, I on as a oh wait, just to as a Shubham, I have such a deep dislike for cheating as an idea, as
Uh-huh.
anyone's practice, that I can only see it ending this way: that someone
Right.
dies because
Yeah.
you're not coming back from this.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, I mean, it was really poetically good, right? Like
Yeah,
it just turned out that like you just drew all the right cards, and I just drew all the right cards, and then it happened.
I love
Yeah,
it. I think it also speaks to how, and this is probably what I really like about the more fiction first, very few instruments in play, right? That storytellers or people in general have a instinct for the kind of story they might eventually want to tell on a subconscious level,
yeah,
and as you deal each card literally and metaphorically, you start bonding on that subconscious narrative level,
yeah,
and then
absolutely.
it's about letting those things flow, right? um
Yeah, yeah,
I love it.
yeah. I definitely feel like something that I really enjoy, and I really enjoyed in this game as well, is that like when you feed off the other person's vibe, and you get a sense for like, okay, this is the wavelength we're at,
Mm-hmm.
and then once that happens, then
Mm-hmm.
it turns out that like the story just like it just goes where it needs to go. You don't
Yeah.
have to worry too much about it.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
uh
great.
this was great. We are at the end of our time for this particular game. But before we sign off and transition to the next one, Soumithri, thank you so much for joining us. This
Thanks for
was
having me.
a particular joy. I really enjoyed the game, but also just bouncing a story with you. Jar
Absolutely
and
same.
Hump are
Yeah,
beautiful. I love
yeah,
them. Uh,
yeah,
this was great, and I would love to play more Baby Blades in the Dark because
yeah. We should play Blades
we
because
should.
it's my favorite game. I'm not gonna
That
lie.
sounds like a plan. I won't
Yeah,
even. I don't even have to make a deal because I would normally be like, okay, I'll play your game if you play my game. But here's the thing: I want to play more Blades,
yeah,
so I'll
yeah,
just come play Blades.
yeah. Sounds
Amazing.
good.
All right, everybody, if you want to play Blade slash Bride, you can grab it on itch. The link is going to be in chat, and we will be back in less than 5 minutes with to play our next game, which is Pick the Bucket, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to try get the name right. Uh, okay, yes, you could all hear me. Hi, this. Okay, I had to reinstall my PC. So OBS is on default settings for a lot of things, and this happened. Okay, it happens. I make mistakes. I'm human, contrary to popular opinion. Hello, welcome
Please,
back.
they like hearing your voice. It's fine. It's a pleasure for them. They don't mind. Keep it like this. They like hearing the behind the scenes. It's like going to the theater and someone's got the mic on stage.
Okay. Well, either way, here we are. Hello, my name is Shubham. If you're just joining us, we are playing games from the Duet game bundle. We've just played Blade Bride by Soumithri, and now we're going to be
If you mean
playing.
Blade slash Bride.
Oh boy. Now everyone's doing it. See, I started a trend. Oh, and I have a splitting headache that just came out of nowhere, which is lovely. Um, but
Get some
anyway,
water.
yes, I should definitely have some water. And now we're going to be playing Kick the Bucket list uh, by Ari or Solaria if you follow them on Twitter. So thank you for joining us. Chirag, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi. I'm Chirag Ghaznani. I'm also part of Daisies and Dragons, and yeah, I'm excited to play this game. I've currently got black headphones, big beard, black hair, got a gray shirt with red stripes on the sides, and I know you. If you can't see, assume I'm devilishly handsome.
I am basically like Chirag but bald.
Yes, but maybe more handsome.
That I leave to the viewer. Don't get in the comments for that one. We don't need to
So
hear.
it's fine. This isn't about us. This is about 2023, the year of Ari, and their game, the exciting game. Pick the
Yes.
bucket list.
All right. So tell me about this game. What do I need to play it?
Yes, for this game, we're playing two characters. One is the person who wants to live an exciting, wild life, and the other is the guardian spirit, whose job is to keep them grounded and safe and hopefully not dead. We're going to need a few pieces of paper each. So, paper on your side, paper on my side,
Okay.
something to write with. You can
Okay.
type if you want to. I won't tell Ari.
Okay.
And two coins. We can use
Oh,
digital coins, or if you have coins on your own, we can use
I
that as
have
well.
Nonagon coins, so I'm gonna get
Hey,
those.
grab the dun code
Hold
and
on.
get some
I
water.
get
I'll
Nonagon
entertain
coins.
chat. Hey, chat. It's just you and me. Good time. Yeah. So, this exciting game, as part of the Duet bundle, I'm sure if you haven't got it, the link is there in the chat somewhere, or you can find it on our Twitter. We've been talking about it nonstop, but these are exciting and fun games. And I'm about to explain it right when Shubham puts back his headphones. Now, okay, good. Great. I just gave chat your social security number.
I
Identity.
have a social security number since when?
Not anymore.
Uh,
All right.
all right. Hold
So,
on. Hold on. Hold on. So, yes, Nonagon makes coins. I have one of them. There you go. And yeah, I don't have a second one, so I'm using a normal coin. But Indrani, that's just good reason for you to get me a second coin. I'm just saying, get on it, girl. All right. It's not like you're busy or anything.
good. We'll say the normal coin is mine and the non-gun coin is yours because it
Okay.
matters who
Perfect.
does that. So,
Okay.
for this game, the way it works is that first you have to decide who's the guardian spirit and who's the person. I think we talked that you'll be the person who wants to live an exciting wild life, and the guardian spirit that said, "Please calm down, don't do this. It's dangerous and potentially immoral.
Mhm.
Relax." And you are going to basically write down in secret a bucket list of things you want to do in your life. Uh, Number of items determine the duration of the game. We can add to it and subtract to it. So I think we'll just, we'll write down two, but
Okay. So two things on the bucket list.
don't tell me what they are.
Okay. Got
Yeah,
it.
basically two exciting things you want to do. And for each item, you
Okay.
basically have to come with 5 conditions that you have to complete to do the item. For example, if your thing was bungee jumping, you might need a plane. a parachute, a pilot, money to bribe the pilot,
Okay.
and a computer to watch YouTube videos on how to survive bungee jumping, or alternatively, alcohol. And
Right.
each round, you are going to tell me one of the conditions, and and you'll describe how you're going to do it, how I'm trying to
Okay.
stop you, and I'm
Okay.
trying to guess what is the bucket list item because I don't know what it is.
Right. Okay.
And
Wait, did we give context to the people on what the premise of the game is?
I think we did.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that wants me to explain it again. I'm happy to. But yeah, I'm a guardian spirit who's trying to stop you, the person, from doing something incredibly dangerous, and you're the person who wants to do wild and exciting stuff that's on your bucket list.
Okay, awesome.
So yeah, if I can guess what your thing is after the 5 conditions, we show what we've written down, and if
Okay.
it matches, that means I've guessed what your thing is, and I get a point. If it doesn't, that means you've tricked me, and you get a point. And at the
Got
end,
it.
we flip coins, basically to see if we succeed. Like,
Okay.
yeah, and more or less we'll go on there. When we get to that point, it'll matter, but that's when we're going to flip coins at the end. Right
Okay.
now, let's describe who we are. Who is this person I'm here to protect?
You are. I'm going to carry on my character from the previous game I just played because I can only come up with so many characters in one day. I am Jar. Jar is a tall, wide, heavy-set woman who knows how to use dueling canes and wrestle, and is very gentle, but essentially a gentle giant.
Got it. Are they he, she, they? Just for
She.
anyone who's joining the Okay, and are they? How old are they?
I would say Jar is currently in their early adulthood, so like 18, 19.
Got it. Okay, yeah, just enough time to do something wild and reckless and potentially very dangerous. If you want to see them do that, you should have watched the earlier game. But yeah, fine. So yeah, so that sounds good. I'm going to be playing. I'm going to be playing Dinky. Dinky is what looks like on a normal day when you're out and about looks like a little mouse that just goes around giving advice Jiminy Cricket. And when there's just the two of them alone in the room, they pop into like a small little fairy with black hair. I think Cosmo from Cosmo and Wanda,
Okay.
as they're trying to basically do it. And he has been assigned as the guardian spirit, basically to make up for some bad stuff he did. Basically, just like, this is how I get into heaven. This is how I reincarnate into something better if I can help you out. So he's doing his best to be nice. And he's like, look, in the book, I got to keep you safe. I can't let you die or I'm getting in trouble. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, that's what Dinky's about. And yeah, what trouble could you possibly get into? Fine. Dinky is he, them, because he's a mouse. He doesn't care. Sometimes a mouse, sometimes a guardian angel. It's fine. And yeah, so that's what he's up to. Now, are you ready to figure out what your first bucket list item is? And then we can kind of set the scene on like how you're trying to accomplish it and how I'm trying to stop you. Remember.
All right. So I think I know what my first item on it is.
Good. And the 5 conditions?
The 5 conditions are.
Don't tell me.
Yeah.
All right. We'll explain the mechanics again as we go, but it's mostly a narrative kind of game, as they describe how they try and accomplish their condition. For example, acquire a parachute if they do the bungee jumping, and how my thing is like trying to stop them from getting the parachute.
How many conditions do I put? 5.
5. Yes.
Yeah.
Once we start getting points, we can mess with each other. But right now, it's just simple 5.
Okay.
5 on 5.
Okay. 5 conditions. Okay. I think. Okay. I don't know if these conditions are viable, but we'll try. Let's go.
Hey, that's what I'm here to do, to stop you from trying.
Okay.
All right. So, what is the first condition?
I have to just say it?
Yeah, you say the first condition and then how you try and get that condition. Once you've done all, yeah.
All right. And just remind me one thing. Why do you want to try stop me from doing this? Because it's reckless.
Yeah, it's wild, reckless, and I'm trying to keep you grounded and safe. Like, definitely like, oh, I'm gonna go out to my friend's house party. You could die. Your
Got it.
friends could kill, and it's like it could be something small or something big. Like I'm gonna go to Cancun. Like you could die on a plane. Anything could happen.
Okay. Okay. We'll figure this out. Okay, cool. My first condition is I need to look good.
Okay. So how are you making yourself look good?
I am gonna try to find an outfit that fits me that is not from like the men's gym section.
I'm yeah. You're heading there. You're trying to find out for the. I'm just there, and I'm just like terrified. It's like, Nicholas is just going around. He's just like, oh, you. It's like there's nothing for her to wear. If she doesn't have anything good to wear, she can't go. And he's just like trying to like take away the clothes, remove the thread, so just to unravel it. And it just says like putting it out there. Says I wasn't there at all. And in his mouth, has got some thread and got some
Like a
labels. And just
needle.
yeah,
Got
yeah.
it.
Just I didn't do anything. Oh, it's a shame. You got nothing to wear. Whether he succeeded or not, we'll find out at the end. But yeah.
Okay.
So after that, I have an idea what it could be.
Okay.
I mean, I can tell chat what I think it is. But
Okay.
you don't confirm until after the 5 conditions.
Sure.
And
Sure.
remember, don't change your thing, obviously. It's
Okay.
like I
Yeah.
can change my guess after
Right.
each condition. So what I think right now is you're preparing to go to a ball or a date. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
So yeah. Anyway, now we go to the second condition.
Okay.
What's the second? Yeah. What's the second thing?
Second condition is I need to get into a club.
Okay. I am figuring out you're going to a club. I try and go as a mouse
Mhm.
and just try and just like speak to the other mice. Hey, this is a great place. This can go. I basically try and get the place shut down, the
Mhm.
club shut down as a violation because there's so many mice around.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
After that, I'm thinking much more clearly. This is some kind of date. You're
Mhm.
trying to look nice, trying to go to a club. That's what I'm thinking. This is what the mouse is thinking. The thought bubbles coming on ahead.
Mhm.
What's the third condition?
I need to flirt.
Describe how you're doing that.
I am going to try to sit um, at the bar at the club and try to catch the eye of someone that looks interesting, and then I'm going to try order a drink for them, and that's the hope at least, and see how that goes.
Yeah. Okay. So, you're trying to, knowing that you're trying to like flirt and do all these kind of things. Uh, I've just basically last few, uh, yeah, last few days I have basically been like going into your Google, adjusting
Mhm.
things so that when you're like ways to flirt, you're getting terrible recommendations. You're getting
Right.
you're getting bad suggestions. You're getting
Yeah.
stuff from the bad parts of Reddit on like how to flirt, and it's
There are good parts of
hopefully,
Reddit.
yeah. Oh, huh?
There are
Yes,
good parts of Reddit.
it's the X button in the top right corner.
Ah, there you go.
There we go. So that's what I'm trying to do. Whether you listen or not, we'll find out at the end.
Okay.
What's the fourth? I'm still thinking you're trying to go on a date or potentially just try and get laid. What is the fourth condition?
I need to ask someone out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How are you doing that?
Once I've given them a drink and they seem to have like appreciated, I go to the dance floor and I'm going to try to dance to see if I can impress them into joining me.
Got it. You're trying to like win over with dance. I'm trying to go into the DJ booth
Mhm.
and then basically just swap out the songs. And I'm just putting in the really wholesome Baby Shark because that's really going to ruin the mood.
Mhm. Mhm.
You can't show your dance move with just Baby Shark.
Amazing.
Baby Shark.
I'm curious as to how any of this can work out in my favor, but we will see.
Okay.
Okay, and my fifth and final um, condition is that I need to. Oh, well, once I'm dancing on the floor, I hope to have asked them out. Um, and then my final condition is that I need to walk them home.
Okay. Right. So, well, uh, seeing that you're walking them home,
Mhm.
uh, uh, yeah, I think. Dang it! How do I stop you from doing that? I think you can't. Yeah, you can't walk them home if their house is on fire. No, that would be terrible. Then they'd go to your place.
Actually, okay, yeah, go on.
Yeah,
Keep going.
I'd go into the little spirit just going in. Yeah, I think I'm just uh, I think taxi. Their phone suddenly gets a message. The person you're speaking to suddenly gets a message from their boss that says they have to go into work late, even though it's a weekend. And it's just like it sounds legitimate. It's not. It's me. I'm messing it up. I'm telling them to go into work late. That's my plan of just how to do it. That doesn't involve burning a house down because that's how I ended up at Mouse in the first place. Yeah. So that is how we're doing it. That's the thing. So I think that your condition was, and I'll show it to you. We both show our things at the same time.
Okay.
Reveal. I think your goal was to get laid/kissed.
Very accurate. With just one additional word to it, it was I needed to kiss a girl, which
Ah.
there you go.
Okay. Great. So I think I get the point for that.
Yeah, I would say that.
Miles doesn't care about the so yeah, I get 1 point. Excellent. This game continues until the players have decided they've had enough, and then they can flip coins. The more points, if you have points, you can basically reflip the coin. So you can like get it faster as you want to do.
Okay,
So-
I'm gonna flip a coin then.
No, that's if you want to stop the game.
Oh, no. I don't want to stop the game.
Exactly.
Yes, okay.
I will double check. Hold on, I might need to double check that. After the points are the outcome of their goal. Actually, no, we can flip the coin. You flip the coin now. It's fine. Yeah, let's go flip a coin. We can decide how well this went. So, yes, you want heads, and we both want heads, essentially. So, can you flip for me?
5 tails.
Okay, what? Flip for me?
Uh,
I'm the normal coin.
oh, you're the normal coin, right?
Okay, so you were flipping for me. So I got tails and
No, I didn't look at the second one, so it's fine. The
But this is
second coin,
yours.
yeah. This is tails again.
Okay, so this would be both of us getting tails. Yeah. Okay. So, both of us getting tails. I can spend a point to reflip. I choose not to. But yeah, worst case scenario. Both the person and the guardian spirit fail, ending in the disastrous tragedy of the player's choosing. So, how did you end up not safe and not kissing a girl?
Well, the not kissing part's pretty obvious. You played Baby Shark and gave me the worst tips on flirting, and also did not let me get a good dress. But I think you tell me, how did this also land up with me not safe, considering everything you did to prevent me from getting a date?
Yeah. So you were going with this girl. It seemed going well. All this was happening, and it was great. You're having a great time. And then, as you were like going in for that kind of like last minute kiss, they said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not into girls. I thought we were just like girls being." And it's that awkward moment where you started flirting with a straight
Oh
girl.
man, the
So the
worst.
pain is, and like
The
I'm offended
worst.
because like I didn't want you to get hurt physically or
Yeah,
emotionally. Yeah.
right.
So yeah, when she goes, I poop in their purse.
The worst.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
do
would.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, terrible. Okay,
All right. Now a
all
new
right.
thing on your bucket list.
New thing on my bucket list. Okay, Chirag, can you see the chat right now? You probably can't, right?
I can. I can just go to
Okay,
chat.
okay, no, look away. I'm going to ask chat to see if they want to give me something for bucket list.
Okay, I'll close chat on my end.
All right, chat, give me something for my bucket list.
And think of conditions that are harder for me to get. Like it doesn't have to be chronologically. It can be like a heist where you're preparing things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
I
I'm
think
definitely
I
preparing
think
things.
I have some ideas, but yes. Anyone got any wish list items for me? In chat. Come on, chat.
I
Okay,
think he is the ultimate anti-wingman.
you are definitely. Okay, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna see if I can think something on my bucket list. Okay. I okay. Cool.
Okay, cool.
I got something.
You got your 5 conditions?
Yeah.
All right. What is the first condition?
Wait, I got the item, the main thing down. Now I need to.
5 conditions for it.
Yeah. Um.
Uh, I'll
What
just
if I
call
can do it in 3 conditions? Out of curiosity.
It's supposed to be 5 because you can also use points to remove conditions and
Right.
add them. So see if you can fit them or ask chat because I'm not looking at chat.
Right. Okay. Okay. Now I got something. I got something. Okay. 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 Cool. Cool. Okay. Cool. Okay. Cool. I got them. The first one, the first condition for my bucket list item is I need to get rich.
Hmm. How are you doing that?
How am I doing that? I was thinking of I'm going to build out um, a fitness what's it like studio and train people to get strong.
All right, good. Obviously against it because I'm like, no, you must be humble. You must live within your means.
Hmm?
You there shouldn't be. You shouldn't dream of
Oh,
being a billionaire.
I,
So
I'll,
I'm.
I'll add to this that I this fitness studio is a total scam because it
Mhm.
sells the idea of steroids, but
Oh
it's
yeah.
it's a good way for me to get rich quickly.
Oh, good. And yeah, I'm arguing against. That's
Yeah,
why I want to stop that.
yeah.
So I think part of the way that I'm going to like stop this like gym from like getting off is like, I go into the next like there's like a gym next door. Actually,
Mhm.
no, I go next door and I just start up uh, a bakery. I just start up, I get things going, I go full ratatouille on a guy, just like making a beautiful bakery. And
Mhm.
like anytime someone's like going to a gym,
Mhm.
they suddenly see the bakery and they're like, that's just too
Ah,
much temptation. And so they're
right.
like lured away from the bakery, they're already tired. And like people are like, I'm not getting fit at this gym because there's a bakery next door made of delicious bread.
Right.
That's how I'm trying. Whether I succeed or not, we'll find out at
Let's
the end.
okay.
Yeah. What you could be using that money for? I have no idea.
No
Genuinely,
idea.
chat. I have no idea. Okay. I'm thinking buying a house, but I mean, you don't need $1 billion to do that. But
Yeah.
anyway, so what's your second condition?
I need to make my neck really strong.
Hmm, okay. How are you doing that?
I this case I'm actually training to get it really strong, but that means I'm going doing crazy neck exercises, which means lifting weights with just the tilt of my head. So
Okay.
yeah,
Concerned over exercising in one area isn't a great idea.
yeah.
You know, as you sleep, I'm just like, what's it called? Massaging,
Mhm.
massaging your neck with gentle oils, adding more calories. And actually, no, calories wouldn't help you on that neck fire. You're just trying to like gently, like you just get like a mouse massage,
Yeah.
like relax, relax. I don't think it'll help because it might only just make your muscles stronger. But
Mhm.
this is out of my wheelbarrow. I think what you need, I money and a tough neck. I still got no idea. Keep going.
Okay. Uh, I then need to fly to Azerbaijan.
Okay, how are you gonna do that?
Well, hopefully with the money I earned, but I don't know if I can't do that. I'll walk there.
Okay. Yeah. So you're trying to get to Azerbaijan.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. I'm just going to try and. Yeah. I start putting like you know, I basically call the character have parents who would care
Yeah.
about what you're up
Sure.
to.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. He's going. Yeah. Basically, I think my character just like going into the ground and basically
Yeah.
making the walk there, just like making bad storm, bad weather, trying to basically like physically stop you from like getting past there. You could probably push through with that neck muscle of yours.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
could. I mean, I could certainly try, but I will also
yeah,
be leaving a very angry set of people behind me. So
yeah, exactly. So
I am going to say that also. I probably don't entry into Azerbaijan. I mean, it's pretty easy, but maybe I'm doing this without a visa. So
Yeah, I mean, you're already making it difficult for yourself. Like, I could basically like tell the police that you're on the way, but this
Mhm.
feels more mythical. Just like
Yeah,
you have to force your way through a desert. That's
yeah.
why I'm trying to stop you. Come on,
Mhm.
go back to safety. I say while endangering you.
Amazing.
I don't know
Uh,
what you could do in Azerbaijan, so I got no ideas. Next
yeah.
condition.
Next condition is I need to uh, buy the car of my dreams.
Oh, excellent. Uh, I as you're like going
I
in.
need to buy 3 cars of my dreams.
Okay, got it. As you're trying to like get the car of your dream, how are you buying it?
Well, hopefully with the money I've earned, but if not, then I am going to try to steal them because I can't see how else I would get them.
Get the car of your dream. Sure. Either you have the money or you're like stealing it.
Yeah.
As you're like going there, you've gotten the car either by hook or by crook. Like,
Hmm.
got it. Uh, Not the brakes. The ignition is the wires are cut, so it's not turning on. It's
Oh,
not activating.
wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm
Okay.
not. So it's not like you start and it crashes. It is like it will not start.
Right.
So it's like even if you every time you try and buy a car, it's like, oh, I'm so sorry, the car's not working. Give us some time to get it fixed. Or even if you see
God
like
damn
each
it.
car you try, it's like so yeah. That's what
Terrible.
I'm trying to do. Whether
Uh-huh.
it works or not, we'll find out.
We'll
Let's
find
have fun.
out.
Yeah, I think, Jane, I think you're trying to become a. I think you're trying to start up a race car team with you as the head driver,
I
top
see.
driver.
Right.
You mentioned you had a team of 3, and I know at least it might be F1, might be other one. Their race car teams are teams of 3.
Teams of
That's what
2
I'm.
in F1.
Oh, what
Um,
am I thinking of? All right, keep going.
and then final condition is that I need to learn to drive.
Okay. Yeah. So how are you learning to drive?
By getting in the car and being trained by a professional driver.
Excellent. Thankfully, the person who comes in, he's great. Got long mustache like a
Mm.
whiskers,
Yeah.
and he teaches you to drive on the wrong side of the street because it's me pretending to be British. I'm just like,
Amazing.
yes, quite. You just have to go this. No, no, it's fine. It's fine. Now you need to go into the
Chirag,
random.
why don't you always do a British accent? Just always do a British accent.
I try anytime. Yes. Now that's a roundabout. You just go in backwards and pray for death.
There you go.
Uh,
Perfect. Do this all the time.
ah,
Great. I love it.
Practice cool. All right. So yeah. Uh, your race. So that's what I think. That was the 5th one, right? So
Hmm?
I think you're trying to uh, become uh, become a race car driver. Yeah, I think you're trying to become a professional race car driver.
Yes, I want to drive an F1 car.
Yeah, extra point for me.
At the 5th point, I think it becomes a lot more likely that you can guess because by then it's like I've given you a lot of 5 clues is a lot of clues for anybody.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
You have to either
I
be very different or like just like
Yeah.
really hide it a bit. Because I wasn't getting it for the first 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are
Flip a
going to
coin for
like
me or you.
huh?
Flip a
Use the normal coin for me. Use the fancy coin for you.
Okay. First you. Normal coin. That's tails again.
Okay, I will spend a point to re-roll that.
Okay.
Reflip it. Come on, heads. I don't want you to crash.
That's a tails again.
Damn it. Okay, go with your turn.
It's a heads.
Okay. So with that, when you get a head and I get a tail, the person succeeds in finishing their bucket list item, but the guidance spirit fails to keep them safe, so the person is harmed.
I managed to become an F1 driver, but all for one race because by the end of it, I have crashed and now I have fire scars on me, fire wounds on me. So that's lovely. Thank you, Guardian Angel.
I tried. I summoned the
Thank you.
desert. I taught you to. No. Why did I teach you the British way?
Romain Grosjean called. He wants his IP back. That's an F1 joke. It's fine.
All right. One more.
Yes, let's do one more.
All right then.
I have a proposal. Can we turn the tables? Do you want to be the person, and I'll be the guardian?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so we're doing 5. I'll bring a brand new person. Yeah.
Actually, you don't even need to bring a brand new person. We can just be like, my wish is that we swap places. I'm going to be your guardian angel. You be the mortal.
Pulls out the wand. It's a fancy shiny one. just as a thing, and then boom.
Yeah.
Now you're the itty bitty mouse, and then I am a big bulky British girl. All right then. Let's get this started. So I'm going to figure out what my thing is. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So tell me what are your conditions once you're ready.
Okay. I. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
thinking, deep thinking.
Yeah, I need the fifth one. A bit tricky. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Sure. Okay. Yeah. So first thing I need is my British accent's a bit out of date, and so I need to go to elocution lessons to improve it.
You need to go to elocution lessons to improve your accent.
Yes, to sound more posh.
Okay. I will I'm gonna I'm gonna make sure that every time you go to the elocution lesson, another person who joins you there is someone who's a hardcore chav, so that your accent is constantly being affected. Not even just the accent, but the performance is constantly being affected by them doing their own thing in a very different way.
Cool, blimey, that's a strong accent. Oh, that's even a little bit Aussie. I'm getting lost in my accents now. You've ruined me.
Oh boy,
next.
Sorry, Nicole.
Yeah, I feel you. Next up,
Yes.
After that, I need because I didn't exist until just today. I was a mouse before. I need a passport.
You need a passport. Well,
Yeah,
yes.
so I'm going there. I have to meet a less than legitimate person to create a fake ID, so I can create a passport from that. I don't need it for very long. I'm only human for a day, but I need a passport for where I'm heading. So yeah,
You need a passport for where you're headed. Okay, I'll say that I will make sure that that there is a massive fire in the documents department in the passport office, which makes it that there's a backlog for a year, and so there's just no way they're going to issue yours in time.
all right, time to walk across the ocean. Next up, I after a tiring walk across the ocean, I would like to just go get myself pretty up, get myself a little dolled up. I'm going to go to the spa, get myself really pretty, get myself exfoliated, get my face looking good.
Okay, you need elocution lessons, a passport, and you need to doll yourself up. Oh man, what are you doing? Are you going to go see a foreign prince or princess to marry them? Yeah, I'm going to say that's my one guess.
You're
all
allowed
right.
multiple guesses.
Yeah. So to doll you up, I am going to mix the wrong ingredients into your makeup so that they have the worst effect. So, for example, when you try to, I know how makeup works, guys. When you try to powder yourself, I'm going to add a reagent in it so that you start getting purple hues added to your skin tone.
Oh no, my pinkish charm.
Yeah.
No. Right. I'm quite Byzantium in appearance. Next up, I am going to need I need recipes, like the good recipes. So I'm heading to I'm gonna head to the library and just like get good recipes.
You need a recipe. Okay. Well, I've done it once. I'll do it again, thinking that it'll work better this time. I'm going to burn the library.
No, All that books of knowledge. Okay. And yeah. I and at the end of it, uh, I need a ride early in the morning. So I call my old friend John, who was a mouse, now has a pumpkin that he uses as
Uh-huh.
an Uber. So yeah, that's a ride early in the morning, like quite
Right.
early to the
Quite
countryside.
early in the morning. Sure. Sure, sure, sure. I am going to go and create a I'm going to go instigate the road workers, it's going to be the people who collect your garbage. I'm going to instigate the union over there to protest because of some vague lie that I've made up about a new law that's being passed, and so the roads are going to be chock blocked from the morning with garbage trucks.
Ah, I usually love garbage. All right. Well, I have those are my 5 conditions.
Hmm?
And so, are you ready to show our guesses?
Good lord, I'm trying to think. Okay, so you got elocution lessons, got dolled up, flew somewhere. Do I know where you flew to?
You what's it called? I never said I flew. I just said I needed a passport. I was a UK elocution lessons.
You are trying to immigrate to UK. Uh, dolled yourself up, and is it because? Oh man, I'm trying to. Were you trying to get into the royal family?
Is that your guess?
I will say that's my guess.
Oh, I was trying to get into the British Bake Off, the Great British Bake
Oh
Off.
my god. Uh, I would have never guessed that. Oh, but you did say cook. No, no.
Recipes. I was going to
Yes,
recipes. I
I
needed
burnt the
footage for
library.
TV, and yeah,
I
I
burnt the
needed an
TV.
early ride because they always start filming this shit early.
Amazing.
I
I
said the
was like,
countryside.
yeah, if I'd not guessed, if I'd not found out, I probably would have just gone and burned the palace or something. Um,
Okay.
oh yeah,
So
okay,
yeah, that's yeah. I get one more point, so I'm back up to 2. Let's flip. I'm boring coin. You're Nonagon coin.
cool. I love that you like boring coin, the actual currency of this nation, the
It's not
boring
as
coin.
good as Nonagon coin.
Do that. Heads for you this time,
Yay.
and then oh, fuck. Okay, the tails for me.
Okay. So I succeed in finishing my bucket list, but the guard fails to keep them safe. So I got to be in the British Bake Off, but what went wrong? You want to?
Does Gordon Ramsay serve on the British Bake Off?
He can this time.
Okay. Basically, um, you did succeed. You did manage to get on there, but your food, which you didn't get to practice nearly well enough, was a disaster. And Gordon Ramsay shouted you down so badly that it might have crushed your very hope of becoming a chef or baker of any sort.
He made me feel so small. I turned back
You
into a
back into
mouse,
your mouse,
and then they tried to kill me because there was a mouse in the British Bake Off.
yep, perfect. I love it.
Ah,
Okay,
good times.
that is awesome.
Good. So we've done 3. Would you like to do? Would you like to do one more as person or soul or spirit?
I think we should pause there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, and I think we should say. Now, what happens at the end of the game? One second. Yeah, the game ends when they try to stop, or the disaster tragedy of the fair turns up to be the death of the person. Yeah, and then we can discuss. So little Dinky, back of the mouse, huge jaw. They're like, so man, being people is hard.
Hmm?
You know,
Exactly, which is why it sucks when you keep coming in my way of trying to achieve my dreams. But now you understand why I want to kick the bucket.
I don't think that was the objective at all, but sure. Oh, you mean the bucket list?
Yeah, I think now that I've completed the list, I can actually kick the bucket.
Oh, is that why you're going? Is that why you're going on your date later today with that straight? I don't think you should go out with that woman.
I'm going on that date.
But she's married. This can only end one way.
It can end in many ways.
Oh, come on, please. Don't go.
No, I'm done with you and your sneaky, squirrely ways, you rat.
None of those are my species. You say, presumably kicking me. And as you head off, I'm like, Ganesh is going to be so angry at me.
Wow. Okay. I love it. Thank you, Chirag, for getting us. By the way, Kick the Bucket list is by Ari, who also organized this game bundle. The games, which again, I'm going to just throw them in chat one more time. You can find them on itch, and we'll be back next week to play 2 more games. We are going to be playing For the Other City by Thomas, and we are also going to be playing. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, Smarticots, but it's Smarticots' game called Blase or Blase Monotony, which is about 2 co-workers stuck in a boring office environment. So, looking forward to playing all of that. Please, please, please make sure to check out the Duet Game Bundle. Also, if you join us for the stream next week, we will be giving away 1 bundle to a viewer. So come watch. It'll be fun.
It'll be great. Get a bundle. Be the mouse.
Be the mouse that you've always wanted to be. All right. Thank you all. We are going to sign off. Bye-bye.
Bye.